So what do I post? Like, I'm on day 5 of doing this, and I just kind of like, I needed ideas. I need to know what to do. And I just remembered I read over 50 books on social media. I should know how to figure out what to post and what to do and what to put stuff where. And it's pretty simple now that I've read all these books. Content pillars and the marketing funnel, and the newest thing is called a flywheel of all terms. What does that mean? Let me tell you. So what do you post as an entertainer or as anyone trying to post or trying to build a brand, trying to build a channel, trying to grow a following online? What do you post? So basically, there are different stages that people will try to go through in order to want to follow you online and to build your super fandom with all people that are absolutely obsessed with you, which is the end goal. So basically, is your content plan on this is I combine the marketing funnel with what is now more common, or that is coming more recent research, is the flywheel method. So I can kind of combine the two because flywheel is way more corporate in sales, and marketing funnel is more of a entertainer. So I combine the two into my method of what do I post, what do I post where. So if you might have heard the book Superfans by Pat Flynn, he does a little bit more on the marketing funnel, more towards fandom, which is entertainment wise. So this is heavily based off of this book, Superfans by Pat Flynn. So what is it? The first stage that you want people is to discover you. You want people to actually know who you are, watch your video, get yourself out there, how to get you in front of somebody's eyeballs, in front of their phone, on their For You page, on their YouTube recommendations, on their YouTube Shorts recommendation. It just pops up. What do you do to do that for your discovery? So there are 4 books on that. That has, the main guy that's on that is Brandon Kane. He has his newest book called A Guide to Going Viral. So different elements to have something go viral. So you have your performance drivers, your hooks, different things that he has. So this is hook point on top right here. So he has your hook point. You need something in the first 3 seconds to get people to actually stop scrolling and capture their interest, to get a viral formatted video. Then YouTube Formula has a little bit on what is the different elements within after you get the hooks, what is it afterwards that can continue to get people to retain, that people will be like, oh, that's an awesome video. This one has YouTube Formula on that, the middle part and the ending bonus. You also want people to share your content. So what makes somebody want to share? Press that share button, press that repost button. Whole book on that will be contagious on that. You need to get people to actually share your content on that. Or you can get people to search your video. What makes something, what type of video is searchable? And Sean Cannell is all about that in YouTube Secrets. He has a 2nd edition out. This one, I read the first one. A little updated, use the 2nd edition on that. So that's what basically you need to get someone to actually watch a video for your discovery phase, how to get it in front of people. There's also indexing, so YouTube, Instagram with their Explore page, and TikTok, they need to know what audience to give it to. So as long as you can talk clearly, your visuals in there are easily identifiable, and you have captions, you're referencing using keywords that your audience may use. So you kind of have to know your audience and speak to that audience in there. And the platforms with all of its artificial intelligence, and it's called spiders, can crawl over your content and index it and figure out what content goes with what audience. So speaking clearly, having good descriptions, alt text is what it's called, to help the algorithm know, or each platform's algorithm, to recommend it or put it into the For You page. Another one is the 1 million followers. Brandon Kane helps with how to get more people to share your content. So a little bit on this for a hot second. But the second stage, once you get people to actually watch your videos, you have what I like to call stage 2, which is your social community. So if they hit follow, they hit subscribe, they're now within your social community. Back in the day, if they hit subscribe or follow or they friended you on Facebook, you're almost guaranteed 95% of the chance it's going to show up in the feed, as long as people aren't following too many people. You would be able to see all the content being shared. Since that, the follow is kind of in a chronological order, and getting notifications for every post that a content creator made has gone out the window. There has been another iteration, which people may remember, the engagement metric, which how engaged were people on the platform, and that's what rose to higher on your algorithm feed. And then the platforms noticed that you don't even have to follow the person, and they'll just watch whatever they're interested in. So that changed how feeds went. So you may not even see content from people that you follow anymore, and you will see content from people that you don't follow. So that's just the social feed. So even though you have followers and subscribers, it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to see your content. But to get those people to want to see your content in stage 2, you put out content that is what's called an artist journey. And it's basically things that give off main character energy or self-discovery. So things that you're learning throughout the day and experiences that happen to you. You talk about that. So what I'm doing right now, I'm learning how to make a YouTube channel in real time. You're seeing this, or you're seeing this later. If you're following this in real time, thank you. Probably not. This is only my 5th video. But you put out what is the artist journey. So these types of the artist journey types of content will build a more parasocial relationship with your community. It won't necessarily get you additional following, but it kind of builds that parasocial relationship with the people that are following you. After that, that kind of builds a little bit of a fan club, or some fans a little bit towards it. So you want to have what is more polished content. So whatever your medium is, be it acting or music or painting, you want to do that. Obviously, this is probably the main reason why you're doing it. Putting out these types of things, be it music, acting, skits, comedy, or art, visual art in any way. Put that out. Depending on your medium, you either do it once a week, every other week, or once every 4 weeks. Musician, once every 4 weeks. For actors or entertainers in general, once a week of highly polished content that you put out there and you put as a premiere, and let people know, like, hey, every Wednesday I'm putting out a highly polished piece of content, highly edited, and thing that you feel proud of. You put your heart and soul into it once a week. That would be your stage 3. Hopefully your fans will share that, comments, and that is what you believe your competence of your area that you choose. Number 4 would be your connected community. So you want to own your following. If you heard that, own your following. Because anytime an algorithm changes on any of the social platforms, potentially people that have subscribed to you or followed to you are no longer going to see your content. So you're only renting, is what you might hear some gurus, social media gurus, that you're only renting your audience from the social media platforms. You don't actually own them. So that comes from these 2 books, the 1 Million Followers and the Influencer books, is your connected community. So you want to have a newsletter, a website, have some live streams, get people to interview you. That you can't ask, hey, will you interview me? You hope with what you put out, people will interview you. And then lastly, dare I say, podcasts. If you want to put out a content podcast, go ahead. That's a whole other realm in and of itself. that I don't have much expertise in at the moment, but you'll see other people put out how to get people to actually subscribe to your podcast. So those are different types of how to own your audience so that when an algorithm changes, your audience is still going to see your stuff. So you want to have those types of platforms out that is not just social media, but other different types of digital marketing platforms. Once you have that all down, you have stage 5, 6 stages here, one at a time. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, only focus on one thing at a time. You can only do one thing at a time, and add from there. Start with the easiest, go from the hardest. So on stage 5, what you want to do is part of the flywheel model is you want to delight your superfans by either resharing their user-generated content posts. So if they did something that is based off of what you made, share that. People will feel like they are a part of your community, that they're helping contribute, and that will build goodwill with your audience. You want to show behind the scenes stuff, so I post behind the scenes stuff on my Instagram stories, and make people feel like they are a part of the whole process, or at least know your whole process, that you're human, you're not artificial intelligence, that you are a human behind doing it, and there's a connection with that. And one other idea would be Aftermovies. So if you put out an event, or you host an event of some sort, or like you do a photo shoot, you do a concert, you do a book signing, whatever it may be, do an after movie. If you went to a convention, make an after movie of what happened during that event where you were there, so people can look back and be like, oh, that was awesome. So things of surprise and delight your superfans, to make it where you're going above and beyond to make their day. And then last one is stage 6, is actually making a sale. If you live in a capitalistic society like me in the United States of America, in order for something to actually last long term, you need to make money off of it, or have another source funding that source's product. You can't do something without money. I've thought of many ways, many talks with my therapist of, why do we need money? Do we actually need this? How do you go about living life without money? You can either be homeless or an indigenous tribe. It's the only 2 ways I can think of to live life without money. Everywhere else you need to make money. That's the song from 21 Pilots, Wake Up, You Need to Make Money. I can't figure out any other way to live in a corporate society like the United States of America, or most of the developed world. If you're watching the internet, you're probably in that type of society that you need to make money. So stage 6 is sales. So people hate being sold to. So if you have done the other 5 stages and you created a relationship and people actually like what you make, by the time you get to stage 6 and making a sale, people will be more inclined to actually give you their money. So having things like an online store, merch, making events, licensing your product, books, etc., any different way to actually make you money, that is your 6th one. Expect a lot of bounce off rates, low retention, but the primary goal of those types of content is to make sales so you can live, or else you're going to be hunter-gatherer back in caveman days, homeless. Like you kind of have to do it. Even though I like to do this without making money, you got to do it. You have to. Coming to this conclusion of you have to make money kind of saddens me, that, hey, why do we have to do this? But yet cooperating and going with what people want and providing them value and being a part of a society, money is the product of that. So those are your 6 stages. What do I post? So you have your discovery, your social community, your polished competence content, your connected community, your surprise and delight your superfans, and then eventually your sales. So I'm going to write this. I'll put this all in the description in the bottom. Thank you, and let's try to to make something. Let's do it. Bye.